What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Flacasso here to talk about my potential NBA 2K26 build. Now, as you can see, I'm going into the 2K25 builder and I'm trying to create my 7-foot center from 2K25. Now, I don't know if I'm going to go 7 foot because of the new 7-4s. I may end up being 7'1". This is just a template that I'm going to use for 26, which will be out in basically a week. As you can see on screen, I'm going 7 foot, 260 on the weight, and minimum wingspan. Now, this is not a build for everybody. This is a build for me specifically based on my play style and taking into account some of the things that were effective in this year's game, and we're basically going to be moving to an updated version of 2K25. From what I'm understanding, we're going to be going to an updated version. So we know finishing is going to be good, so that means I have to be able to, as a center, I have to be able to hold my own in the paint. Me personally, silver, post lockdown, and paint patroller should give me just the basic amount of defense that I'll need to stop somebody from ultimately continuously scoring. Now, the way that I'm making my build is with the thought process that I'm going to eventually use the shooting specialization on this build. Now, you're going to see me tweak this build in this video. I'm going to go 87 pass act. That's something that I want to get because of the gold break starter. I want to at least have that on gold. I'm going to go 71 ball handle so that I can get the pro dribble moves, as well as the bronze handles for days, so that when I do take the ball dribble, I don't just have no energy. I'm gonna go 87 post control. Now, I would like that to be higher, I'm gonna be honest, but I have to sacrifice some things. The reason I would want it to be higher is for the unpluckable to be higher, but I'm just gonna have to do with silver unpluckable, and I may tweak it to where I may end up using my specialization on playmaking so that I can max out the unpluckable, because when I do play in the post, but I am a face up guy, so I'll back you down and I'll do like up and unders, post fades. I'll do some drop steps if I have a smaller defender, but mostly I like to face up. So I'll post up and then aggressively bring the ball in front of me, perform a hop jumper, hop step back, or hop out of the post, any of those type of moves. Now, I went 92 defensive rebound because I'm going to +4 my rebound to get all the Hall of Fame rebounding badges. So that's rebound chaser, box out beast, and then I'm going to +1 my strength for the Hall of Fame box out beast. You need an 89 and a 94 for Hall of Fame box out, and then you need a 96 for Hall of Fame rebound chaser. Now, I don't need legend. Some people are going to say you should have legend rebounding as a center. I'm not going to sacrifice the way that I play the game to make somebody else feel happy with my build. I don't care what you want me to have. I'm gonna have 96 when I get the cap breakers for it, and that's gonna be where I end up at. If I can't hold my own with Hall of Fame versus Legend, that's on me. As long as I box my man out and I have teammates that are willing to crash the boards with me, then I should be good. If I have to collect every rebound myself just because I'm a center, then that's the problem. If I go against a 99 rebound, I'm going to have to make sure that man is boxed out, and I might not be in position to grab the rebound. That's why rebounding is a team effort. You have a power forward, you have a small forward. These are two other positions that should be able to rebound decently over the other opponents if I have the biggest rebounding threat boxed out. But anyway, let's move on. You're going to see that I went to an 80 driving layup to get silver physical finisher, and I tweaked the build again to get 90 driving layup. Now, you may think that's overkill. Like, why would I go 90 driving layup? And the reason being, I'm going to pop it on screen now. Mike Wang has confirmed that finishing is going to be incredible, and so is mid-range. I think he did it in like a 2K form. I'll find it and insert it in the video. But if finishing is going to be good, right? And this year I was able to get away with a 65 driving dunk and a 72 standing dunk. And no, I didn't hit all of my dunks. There were dunks that were missed, of course. But with me having the 90 layup, I don't need to dunk. I'm 7 foot. I can hit Euro steps, spin layups, hop layups. The layup bag is going to be a new feature that they implemented where you can change your different type of layup packages for each type of layup. So I'm going to find the most effective layups, the most effective floaters, the most effective Euros. I'm going to take advantage of the slow Euro step feature if it is something that is going to take me to that next threshold. But I'm going to use layups as a 7-footer, especially the floaters. If you have a 90 layup and I have gold float game, do you think I'm not going to be able to hit floaters at a high level as a 7-foot bid? As a 7-footer, if I go in for any sort of contact layups, I have the potential to draw a foul. I have an 80 plus free throw. Now, I did want to go 90 on the free throw. I did, but I could not. It's unfortunate, but the reason being is because I want to hit that 85 threshold for the three-pointer. I know 83 is what gives you limitless, but I feel like 85 is the sweet spot, especially if you're minimum wingspan. I mean, at that point, you might as well hit that threshold. I'm going to use my +2 for the cap breakers and the specialization to add to my mid-range, which will then give me set shot on Hall of Fame, Deadeye on gold. Then I'll have a max +2 and a max +1. Now, we don't know if Shifty Shooter will be available for bigs this year. It was not available in 2K25. If the only requirement is 91 mid-range for gold, I am going to boost my Shifty to legend. My +2 will be Shifty Shooter. My +1 will be set shot specialist or Deadeye. Now, I don't know which one is going to be. I haven't made a decision, but I think the best option is for me to either boost Shifty, depending on how it feels, Shifty to Hall of Fame, and Deadeye to Legend, or vice versa. But that's going to be my combination. Set shot specialist being on Hall of Fame for me already. I don't necessarily need it on Legend. Now, with the season +1s, maybe I push it up to that threshold, or maybe I use my season +1, +2 to increase my defensive capabilities, or maybe I use it for my driving layup and I push that physical finisher to Legend, and I push the float game up to Hall of Fame. We don't know, but this is my thought process for making this build. I may make some changes, like I said. It all depends on what I'm able to get away with in the builder. If I have a lower requirement this year for break starter, say I can get break starter with an 86 pass, which is what it has been in previous 2Ks. In 2K24 it was 86. If I maybe sacrifice 5 points on my layup and I miss out on that physical finisher on goal, even though I really like it, I like how it's looking, and I use that towards my vertical to at least get it to, I'd say a 77, 80 if I can. Or maybe the reason I have the standing dunk at 75 is because I may want to boost that eventually to 80 to get the contact standing dunks, just the pro. But it's gonna be a grind to get this build where I want it to be. Now, we know we're gonna get season cap breakers. Like at the end of the season, they may add the cap breakers back. I'm gonna go in with the assumption that they are. So there are 9 seasons, and we'll probably play up to about season 8. So that means after season 2 is probably when they'll incorporate the +1 cap breakers. So 3 through 8, that's 5 cap breakers, and I'm hoping that I get to the rep level where I at least unlock 5 cap breakers. So we know we're using 5 for rebounding and strength. Then the next 5 could be for, we could use 2 for pass act and 3 for vertical. And then anything additional, the season cap breakers, maybe we use that towards either post control or standing dunk. I'm not 100% sure just yet, but this is the build I'm thinking about making for day 1 of NBA 2K26. Now, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Tell me what build you guys are planning on making. And I'm going to upload another video on my potential point guard build. But this is the build that I'm starting the year with. Because I don't know what the threshold is going to be for guards. I don't know what moves are going to be good. So I'm probably going to wait till the first season is over before I make my point guard build. So this will be the build that I'm starting the year with. Thank you for watching the video. God bless.